Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to some more Modern Warfare 2 content. I would like to talk to you about Tier 1 today, so I thought I'd play some while talking about the game mode, so let's just jump straight into it. Alright, so Tier 1 is basically the hardcore version of Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. You know how typical Call of Duty games always released with a core and hardcore? Well, yeah, Tier 1 is now hardcore. So it's a little bit different to what we're normally used to, or those in the COD player base are used to. So I want to talk about this because, again, it's a little bit of a problem, if you like, especially from an accessibility point of view. Bear in mind, I am severely sight impaired. But let's just jump into the gameplay, and yeah, I will talk a little bit more in depth. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, jumping into the gameplay, and yeah, the first thing you're going to notice is the fact that we still have, well, I'm playing Domination, so we still have A, we still have B, and we still have C. But the one thing I'm more noticeable about is the fact that we don't have hit markers. Now, we do get the audio hit markers if I just take my time here. We don't talk about that. But basically, I haven't played Call of Duty in such a long time. It's been about 2 weeks since I last played, I think. But you still get hit markers in the sense of audio hit markers. You still get the dun 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 every time, you know, your weapon or a bullet connects with an enemy. That's absolutely fine. What I don't appreciate is the whole no visual hit markers. Now, I think that's a bit of an accessibility problem, especially if you're hard of hearing. Lack of visual hit markers is kind of annoying, just as I've just experienced there, because you've kind of got to wait for the enemy to appear, and then obviously you shoot them, you hear the hit markers, and then they go down, and you've kind of got to wait for the hit markers in this situation. I don't know if I killed anyone there. I don't think I did. But that's where the lack of hit markers comes in, because I prefer hit markers. I really do. I really prefer hit markers to be visual, and I think that's one of the things that, you know, if you're going to replace those are teammates apparently. If you're going to use Tier 1 to replace Hardcore, then you're going to need to place hit markers back into the game, or at least visual hit markers. The second thing I want to talk about as well is kill feed. Now, the lack of kill feed is extremely disappointing, because we don't have any indication on, like, or no notification on who it is that we've killed. Now, this is a little bit of a security issue, because, and I mean this in the nicest possible way, but it kind of promotes cheating. Because, and I only mention this in passing, because without a kill feed, you have no way of knowing who you've killed or who has killed you. Now, by the same token, I suppose that's a good thing, because you're literally focused on the gameplay, and you're not worrying about player names or revenge kills or any bullshit like that. But by the same token, if people are running around with legitimate cheats in Hardcore, one, you're not going to know any difference, because obviously no kill cams. That's not a problem for me. I don't mind the whole no kill cam thing. But what I do mind is the whole lack of visual identification. For if you suspect someone is cheating, you have no means of reporting them. So the whole lack of information is kind of disappointing, because we used to have this in Hardcore, like back in the day. So I don't know why this hasn't been introduced, or this hasn't been added. Okay, there we go. I mean, there we go. Yeah, okay. But again, like I say, I don't know why this hasn't been added. It was a feature in Hardcore before, and if you're going to replace Hardcore with Tier 1, then you're going to need some form of identification / notification for when you kill people. This is an oversight, if you like. I mean, I'm not focusing on the gameplay here. I'm more focusing on the whole talk side of things, because I really I prefer this type of video for some reason. But it's just something that needs to be added, in my opinion, and the fact that it's being overlooked is ridiculous. So overall, ladies and gentlemen, what I want to basically get across to you in this video is, 1, add a kill feed back, 2, add a notification back, even if it's at the bottom of a screen saying who you've killed or who you've been killed by. At least that way you're aware of, you know, who it is, and if you suspect them to be, you know, a naughty boy or girl, being a cheater, then you can take the appropriate action, you know, go into the scoreboard and report them as necessary. That was a nice little peek. I'm not gonna lie. That was nice. Good job, Talon. So while we ended up winning that game 200 to 51, you know, I did go 4 for 9. Again, I wasn't focusing on the gameplay. I was just trying to focus on the getting the message across to you and showing you why these things need to be added, especially from an accessibility point of view. Like, we as a player need to know who we've killed, and we need to be able to identify whether or not someone has been killed. So this kind of relates back to the whole realism mode back in Modern Warfare 2019. Modern Warfare 2019 realism mode, from what I remember, please correct me on this in the comments if I'm wrong, but it didn't have ADS. You sort of like canted your weapon, and you had that whole laser sight thing, which you can do in this game via an attachment. But you know, it was like, I'm pretty sure it was normal health. I'm sure it was like 100 health, one-shot headshot, no matter what range, what weapon. And I'm also pretty sure that there was no map unless you got a UAV. You also got no kill feed, no hit markers, absolutely nothing. So Tier 1 reminds me of realism from Modern Warfare 2019. And I don't know why they're trying to replace hardcore with Tier 1. Tier 1 on its own would have been a completely fine playlist. You know, you could have just rehashed that as realism and then just moved on and just kept core and hardcore together. That would have been absolutely fine. But it's the fact that you're replacing hardcore with Tier 1 and not providing any feedback to the player is a little bit concerning from a player-based point of view here. So I think Activision need to address that in future updates. I don't know if they're going to, I don't know if they are, but it would be nice to see. So that is where I'm going to wrap up this video, ladies and gentlemen, so thank you so very much for watching. If you have any opinions on Tier 1, please let me know in the comment section down below. I'm interested to hear your feedback about the mode and if they need to change / add anything. But in the meantime, if you've enjoyed the video, drop a thumbs up, it would be greatly appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, hit that big red button underneath the video, it massively helps me out. Share the channel and the video with your friends and family and get them involved in the community as well. But like I said, guys, thanks for watching, take care of yourselves, and goodbye.